Yeah, got a high hydraulic handbrake in the Corona now. The old handbrake is down there on the floor. So, about, was it 3 weeks ago now? Went drifting and the old handbrake stopped working completely. And had it tightened up. It has new brake pads in the back, and I was wondering what was wrong. Well, I took it to the mechanics, and this car's got a different brake system on it. And although it's got disc brakes on the rear, the handbrake's actually just like a small pad on the inside, kind of like a drum. Anyway, it had the original drum, which was 28 years old. It had been made of asbestos, and it had finally worn out. As you know, asbestos lasts longer, but it's toxic and causes cancer, and so they don't make it anymore. So he said, the mechanic said, if you put new ones in it, like modern day pads in it, using it as a drift brake, it'd wear out, every time I go drifting. So it wasn't cost effective. Would have cost me about $200 to replace the pads in it and the drums, because he said they were gone too as well. So instead, I bought this. Now this cost $100 for the axle brake, okay, and it took a bloody week to get here from a location of an hour away, so that was bullshit. But anyway, and then the mechanic installed it all. It took him ages to install it actually, but it only cost $100, so in the long run it was worth it. So I don't know if you're familiar with how these work. The brake line that goes from your foot pedal, okay, that goes to the back brakes, you splice it, okay, and this cable is coming from the back brakes, okay, from the front, goes into here, then it goes, and then it comes back out, or actually it goes into this one, and it comes back out of this one, which this pipe then goes back to the brakes again. So your rear brakes still work with your foot, and they also work when you pull that. So as far as drifting goes now, but changing gears back to second here, and then ripping the handbrake up, I just like that. And I only have to pull it. I went and tested it. You'll see at the end of the video. And you have to pull it. I only have to pull it like that. Like, it's probably like 6 centimeters, and it's just a quick. And I just hold it there for a second, and it locks on pretty damn good. So yeah, instead of now like a really small pad to be my handbrake, it's the full-on calipers. It locks up a lot easier now too, rather than have to kind of rip it and hold it. This thing locks at like 20 Ks. Total cost $200, as compared to $200 just to repair the old one, and it would have been wearing out every time I go drifting. Now we've got a proper drift handbrake set up in there, bolted in with the original holes on a slight angle. Reason it's on an angle, because if it was this way, it'd be like that far from second gear, so that'd make a real pain in the ass. So anyway, worth it. It's pretty fun. So I'll be going drifting next week, so stay tuned and we'll see how this goes.